Welcome back to SoGGTV, everyone. Mike here once again. We're playing Project Cars Career Mode. We're doing Clio Cup, and next up we got round 4 or 5, which is going to be at Oulton Park. Oulton Park's track I quite like actually, so I'm hoping we're going to have a better showing here than we did at Silverstone in the last round. Although I'm not too sure which Oulton layout we're using. Hopefully it's the big one, probably the Grand Prix I think they call it, as that is a pretty awesome little circuit. Before we dive into practice and do our sort of usual system here, sort of a little bit of practice, then qualifying, show you guys the fast lap from qualifying, and then dive into the races. We'd just like to say thanks to everyone so far that supported SoGGTV. We've had some really good feedback. People seem to be enjoying the Project Cars episodes as well as the Borderlands pre-sequel series that myself and Harrison have started. So it's always nice to hear good things come back, and I think we're going the right way of it, so that's really good, and just thanks for the support, guys. So with that said, let's jump into practice, and I'll show you the leaderboard at the end to see how we've got on. Okay, so end of practice then, we are in last place, having trouble again like we did at Silverstone. The car seems to be getting worse as the season goes on. I don't know why, maybe it's me. But yeah, 9/10 off there. I think we could do better in qualifying. It wasn't the long circuit I was hoping for. It was a shorter version, so that took a couple of laps just to get into. But yeah, just seems to be sort of lacking a bit of mid-corner grip and braking efficiency really compared to the other cars on the grid. So like I said before, I don't really want to get too into mucking around with setup, but I think there might have to be a little tweak somewhere along the line just to sort of make us a bit more competitive. But let's see how we get on in qualifying, and we'll go from there. Okay, so end of qualifying, we actually managed P2, a little under 300ths off pole. We didn't do any setup changes. I took a little look at a couple of corners that I thought we could try and find some time on, and although I don't think we were quite consistently maybe as fast as that lap time shows, there's obviously one or two in the bag that we can get right up there on the pace, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Gives me a bit more confidence going into the race at least. So we are going to jump into race 1, starting second place as you can see, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, looks like we've actually got the inside for the first corner as well, which is nice of them. Cars really don't seem to have any wheel spin off the line, they just get away. Kind of takes the fun out of it a little bit, but we've made it through the first corner in first place, so that's nice. Oh, he's gone kamikaze into there, but he might have pulled it off, Hang on, this is I think this is going to be a hard race for us. I don't think we're quite quick enough to pull away from anyone. lap after lap, so might have to do a little bit of defending from time to time. Hopefully they can trip each other up like that. That's good for us. It's only a 5-lap race as well, this one, so
Leading by 1 second. Try and extend the gap if you can.
I think where possible as well, we're trying to go maybe a little bit slower into the corners to get better drive out, but also to trip them up a little bit if they're quite close behind us. Ooh, bit too much curb there. Bad drive, but I think we've got away with it for now. Has let him close back up to us though, unfortunately. He's got a good run on us there, a bit too much oversteer mid-corner. Go defensive, make sure we get a good run. Oh Jesus. Very slow through there. Let's let them close back up on us again. I thought this might be a tough race. The consistency is not quite there for me, but we're getting there. We're doing alright. We're holding our own. You expect to have a tough race on maximum difficulty, so it's good. Car was a bit better behaved through there than last lap, so it's giving us a bit of a chance to break away.
That's the fastest lap of the race. Great lap.
Maybe our fastest lap. I'd be surprised if that was the fastest lap, but there we go. Might get a bit of rain, perhaps, for the second race at this rate. It's not looking very nice out there. Apologies if you're having some sound issues as well. I seem to be having a bit on the headset, but I don't know. That's carrying over to you as well. It's very annoying my end, but hopefully the recording's okay.
That's great pace. Love your work.
Love your work. Alright, so last lap then. Let's try not to do anything stupid. I'd be very happy with a win, considering what we were doing in practice and even into qualifying really. Like I said, I don't think that over a consistent sort of session we were second fastest, but managed to pop at least one lap in, so went a bit too overcautious into the last corner there, and it cost us quite a lot of speed, but we managed to hang on, and yeah,
Won the race. Fantastic drive.
we'll take the win there. Happy with that. That's going to help the championship. So 32 points, lovely. That puts us on 162 for the year and 3 wins now out of 8 races. No, sorry, 7 that would have been. I think the next one is 8. So not a bad win ratio. Clearly a lot better than everyone else that's in the field with us. Michael Lip is our closest rival, so I'll have to try and keep an eye on him in the next race, see what he does. And I think we're just going to jump straight into that. So let's see how we get on in race 2. Okay, so once again then starting 20th in race 2. If anyone can explain why this is, I'm really not understanding the way the qualifying system works. Yeah, that's a bit of a kick in the teeth, really. I also can't see our championship rival there on the screen, unless I'm being... Yes, I am being mine. He's 8th, so yeah, it's a lot of ground to make up. It's very annoying how it starts us last all the time.
Green, green, green. Go, go, go.
Okay, the usual good start. That's not going to help. Managed to keep pointing in the right direction though. And there's definitely someone on our inside there. It's not a great start to this race. Unfortunately, 15th place. Another wheel on the grass under braking. Sketch. But I hope for a few mistakes in front of us. Ooh. A bit hot there and just touched his front, which sent us off. Didn't help him that much either, admittedly. Wide again. I think it started raining, which is making this even harder now. Well, this is a bit of a disaster. Even happier that we got the win in the first race now. Oh god, yeah, that has got really slippery. And some sound issues too. Fantastic. I think we're going to dive in the pits.
Pit confirmed. We're setting up for that now. Box now. You must pit for your mandatory change of tyres.
Hopefully we get some better tyres. And everyone else stays on slicks. Looks like a few other drivers have had the same idea. Oh god, yeah, we're going on to the wets. Can we do no but wet, maybe? No, probably not. Okay, let's see if this works out. We haven't had a lot of luck really with the pit stop so far this season. Be nice to get some luck in this one, and hopefully that swapping onto the wet tyres now. There's some cars stood out on slicks, we can make up a bit of time there, although it looks like quite a few cars came in. Also I hope they're warm, because if they're cold they're not really going to do as many favours there. Right then. Don't really know what to expect grip wise, so it's always the toss up really. Do we be cautious, or because we're 17th, do we just throw caution to the wind and hope for the best? Yeah, we did say it looked like it was getting a chance of rain from the first race, and now it looks like it's stopped raining. Fantastic. Yeah, the weather system in this game really isn't the most polished. Looks like it's dried out now.
The driver in front decreased the gap to 3 seconds, but you're still very, very close. Keep pushing on him, keep pushing.
I'm predicting another poor finish. Oh, that's not going to help. I'm not sure driving wet tyres on a dry track is going to do us any favours now either. We really don't have much luck with these feature races. And 18th place is catching us up as well. Just
This is the final lap of the race. See if you can take that guy in front of you, otherwise just bring it back in one piece.
got a few guys leaving the pit lane.
Great job, we're now in the top 10, keep on it.
Turn. Oh, that was terrible. We had a top 10 finish. We threw it away. Still, we've managed to make up 9 places and get some points on the board at least, with the weather and the pit stops. So I suppose it could have been worse. But it also could have been a lot better. Also, somehow we've managed to finish ahead of our championship rival again. I suppose that's the only luck we are in at the moment. When we have a bad day, the people around us tend to have a bad day as well. So we ended up with you can swap between the teams. I think we've got 10 points for that, if I'm not mistaken. Michael Lip got a couple of bonus points there for fastest lap in the first race. And that puts us on to 172 points overall versus Michael Lip on 141. So not a bad day's work, I suppose. Gives us a decent, healthy lead going into the last round, which we're going to have a look where that is in a second. And we're also only 7 points off winning the Constructors. Be nice to get a double, but I don't think at this point we can really take anything for granted, as the pace is a bit all over the place. Let's pop back to the dashboard, see where the next round is. The final round of the Clio Cup will be Brands Hatch. Feeling pretty good about that, to be fair. I think that's another track where we can potentially do quite well. Not much going on the dashboard. A few messages in the inbox. Probably going to be absolute rubbish. Yeah, blah blah blah. This part of the game just doesn't excite me whatsoever. So yeah, thanks for joining us again today. If you've liked what you've seen, as always, please leave us a thumbs up. It does mean a lot to us. If you also want to see more great videos like this and other great content on SoGGTV, please remember to subscribe. And we'll be back once again with the final round of the Project Cars Career Mode Clio Cup from Brands Hatch very soon.